Monster hit only. It's really fucking fuzzy all of a sudden. Hey, it's telling me to let everyone know they're being recorded. So, Ian, you're being recorded.
That sounds good to me.
1, 2, 4. Welcome to another episode of Hoagies N Pierogis, everyone. We're coming with the energy today.
Coming to you live, but tomorrow, because this will probably be uploaded tomorrow.
Coming to you on a delayed broadcast of about 24 hours.
This is where we need the soundboard.
Shut up, you fucking email.
Dude, you really need to turn off your notifications on your computer.
I
I'll bet you, like, and if it pops up now, that doesn't count. $10 if Siri goes off during the podcast.
I bet it's just a weekly occurrence now of me just yelling at technology,
especially because you have your AirPods in.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know. You would think, I don't know, because it happens more with these things. But you know what? I need to just get a longer aux cord because this is all the room I have here. So.
Yeah, I have a pretty short one, but I'm sitting right in front of my computer.
Yeah, I'm sitting in front of mine. I can't wait till Reagan and I want to get a desk so like she can do work and I can podcast on, because now I'm just on like the island right here, and when I do my own, I'm just like fucking.
Oh, so you're just sitting in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just in the kitchen. There's the living room. It's a nice little mini apartment tour, real quick.
Nice, hell yeah.
I'm just sitting in the kitchen doing this. So
we should do a cribs one day.
Ooh. Yeah, you should come down. Feel free to come down and visit. We're right near Rehoboth Beach, so if you got time.
Oh, okay.
I've invited, since we're down at the beach, I've invited everyone to come at least one weekend.
Dude, I'd come down for a weekend for sure.
Yeah, we would love to have you. We would love it. Reagan's gonna watch this and be like, "What did you say?
You can't just be inviting people over. I hate Ian."
Well, we could do a live recording, babe.
Oh,
a live recording.
I would love to sit on the couch with you and just sit there with the mic and just chill back and relax and not have to worry about the bullshit of the internet over, in between storms. My friend, by the way, who works in IT said that probably was the case last week when the video was all fucked up and the audio.
We should address that. The audio and video, I guess, got a little fucked up, and there was thunderstorms here, thunderstorms there.
The thunderstorm was going like in between us, so like it was coming like up, like I'm here, you're down here. It was coming like up through in between.
It just snapped our Skype and was like, "Fuck you, Skype."
Fuck you, Skype.
But
Bing bong.
Yeah. I'll be honest. You said it was fucked up, and I just didn't watch because I was like, I don't want to watch our failure.
No, it was good.
I know it was good. It was good. I liked the podcast. It was
because it was the birthday episode. It was fucking good.
It's never bad. Our podcast is elite. We just gotta work on technical shit.
It is elite. Yes, we are the dos elites.
I wanted to do the bucket hat, but it's just coming out of the shower. I'm hot.
Yeah, it's like I said right before we started, it got humid. All of a sudden, it's supposed to rain in like 2.5 hours, so we're good this time.
Yeah. Well, I got a little right arm workout in the shower, so anyway.
Yeah, I got a little unexpected 3-day weekend this week.
Early.
Yeah, the people that we hired to dig for us hit the water main, so job site shut down for the weekend. Going back Monday, so it's all good.
We don't have a breaking news sound right now, but breaking news. Yeah. Barbecue Bruce is back in the NHL. He will be the head coach of the Canucks next year. If you don't know who that is, he is.
I unfortunately don't know who that is, but it sounds like Andy Reid's brother.
Basically, he's this fat bald guy who his teams are always good, but they always never make it past like the second round and always fail. I think he coached the Capitals for a while, the Ducks. He might have won a Stanley Cup with the Ducks, maybe not. The Wild. He was all over the place. But there you go. There's your first breaking news on Hoagies and Pierogis.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Bringing it to you live, but not really. Let's go.
The Canucks. The Canucks. Doesn't that sound like a slur?
Oh, it just sounds like cucks a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
The cucks.
I wonder if that's what their rivals call them. They're like, oh yeah, well you're the Canucks, and like
Probably that. You know what? That's probably like been said so much that if a Vancouver fan heard that, be like, real original.
Yeah, like I always say, the Cowgirls.
Oh, that. Well, obviously that's one that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everyone uses. So let's get into it here. This is the sports podcast. Sports and stuff, balls and pucks and balls.
And also music for this 1 week. The new Kendrick Lamar dropped today. Oh, dude, I've listened through it twice already. Fucking great. Dude, it's so good. You have to listen through it. It's a double release, so there's 18 songs.
I want to clip that face you just made and just go. No, you were like, oh.
I do that a lot.
What is Ian talking about right now? Or what's happening to Ian right now? Well, there's actually a hooker underneath the desk for him.
Well, stop.
Shut up, Silvana.
All right now.
All right. So, well, when we originally wrote this itinerary, it was 76ers. James Harden has a James Harden game, a good James Harden game where he's just dropping fucking threes all over the court. He had a great game 5.
That was vintage Harden. That's what needed to happen for them to win that game, and it did. But, what happened after that?
Well, like, I don't understand. I just don't understand, because we should have really beat the Heat. I mean, missing Embiid the first 2 games, I think we could have stolen a game.
That kind of
Miami.
That definitely.
I mean, Embiid was just a walking corpse out there. Like he didn't play up to his best, but it was because he was just so goddamn hurt, I think. But like James Harden didn't step up. I'm going to be the biggest Tyrese Maxey fan next year. I'm going to watch more games next year just to watch Tyrese Maxey, because they need to get rid of Doc Rivers, because they need to put that ball in Tyrese Maxey's hand, because all James Harden does is he stands in the same spot, he dribbles and he dribbles and he dribbles. He's like, oh, I dribbled out half the shot clock. Let's do something. Let's drive, or I'll throw up a 3 or pass it, get it back, and then do nothing. It's ridiculous. Like there's no movement. Like watching the Heat, I think I said this last week. The Heat, they're making moves, they're getting people open. Like Tyler Hero was so frustrating this series because he always got open because of picks and stuff like that, and we just didn't do that. We didn't get our guy. Like Tyrese Maxey is the fastest man on the court. He's like the Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. The only thing that I saw really was the no fucking effort in Game 6 in the fourth quarter. Just 0. Jimmy Butler getting his own rebound. Like what was that? He did you see that video of him going, wow?
I didn't. I was watching.
He was on the court backing up after he scored again, and he was like, oh wow.
I might have been. Was that in the second half or the first half? Because I watched the
fourth quarter. It was like the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter.
No, I didn't watch the fourth quarter. I watched a little bit of the third quarter, and I was like, fuck this. And I started a new show on Netflix called The Pentagram. So I was like, I want to watch that instead of watching this miserable team.
That's the one with
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers, yeah. And Keegan-Michael Key's on the card, like the title card.
Yeah, spoiler, he doesn't make it past episode 2.
Oh, well, thanks. I was gonna watch it.
It's not real. I've only watched episode 1 and 2, but yeah, it's the first thing we've seen Michael Myers in since The Love Guru, probably.
Yeah.
If you remember that movie.
I didn't see it, but I know it.
It's basically ended his career for a while. You should watch it. It's funny and it's weird. Like,
I don't know if I'm gonna waste my time on it then.
It's okay. You don't have to.
But is the Pentagram good so far?
Yeah, no, I like it. Oh, I was talking about watching the Pentagram, not the Love Guru.
Yeah, but I mean, is it good so far?
Yeah, I like it. In the first 2 episodes, it's like I don't know if that's like a real like conspiracy theory type thing, because they talk about like they're basically like the 5 people that kind of control the world in a way, but the thing is they're nice. But like they're talking about the Illuminati and stuff like that, and it's weird.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's really like interesting. There's a like almost like a cartoon version of it. It's called Inside Job on Netflix, which I think you like.
I have watched it. I have watched that. So
I
it's
binged
kind
it.
of like in the same vein, but he's like a reporter.
Yeah,
Like Mike Myers' characters are like a reporter kind of
yeah. So he's trying to like get in and
journalist.
expose them in a way. So you'll see when you watch it. It's funny. He's from Canada, and they make a lot of like Canadian people jokes.
Is it
It's
like
very
Letterkenny humor?
no, not letter. Like basically just making fun
Like
of
not
Canadians.
as dry.
No. It's basically making like how a lot of times they say like Canada's like 20 years behind America as far as like fashion, pop culture, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a lot of stuff like when it cuts to shots in Canada, everything looks like it's filmed in like the 80s, and they're on like the Michael Myers, his reporter character is driving. They're driving from Canada, and as soon as they get over the border, like one of these conspiracy theories in Canada is like Canada is fuzzy. And as soon as they get over the border to USA, like everything is like 2020 technology or 2022 technology. And he's like, oh, maybe Canada is a little fuzzy. And they're dressed in like 80s attire. It's funny, but
That sounds cool.
if you like Inside Job, I'd watch it. Inside Job is crazy. People usually watch Inside Job on Netflix. I binged it in like 2 days. It's hilarious.
Well, speaking of watching shows, I think this is a good segue into winning time.
Let's do it. Fuck the rest of the NBA. Sixers.
I mean, after
Doc.
After the
No
76ers got their shit kicked.
Oh wait, let me just. Did you see John Morant bitching about his injury?
Oh,
I do want to mention that.
I didn't, but I saw you put that on there. I was gonna look that up, but I
so
forgot.
he deleted the tweet anyway. So he came out of the game injured, and he's got like a bone bruise or something. So he's out for the series, probably out for the playoffs. And he tweeted out a clip of. I didn't understand what was, and he tweeted a clip of Jordan Poole kind of like pulling at his leg a little bit, like on his knee, but not really. Like it's like a little like that. Like he's just trying to get the ball and misses. And he broke the code, like broke like I don't know, NBA code of the game. Like you shouldn't do that.
Oh.
But he deleted it after he realized like he got hurt because John Morant literally just like goes full speed into everyone and just flies into the air and crashes to the ground.
Oh.
Because I saw it and I'm like, what is he bitching about? I think he just stole the ball from him. Like it was just a clean play, and everyone was just clowning him for it. So it was stupid. Like if you watch John Morant play, he's great, but I
love watching him play.
He just plays with like no fear, just reckless abandon, just flies through the air and is like, I'll fall on.
Like the ground will catch me. Like
yeah. Just like Danny Green caught Joel Embiid last night, and if you've seen that clip, that was nasty. He basically his foot got caught under Joel, and as he was falling, he it had to have been his hip or something. Like he just twisted in such a bad way. Ooh, that made me think of a topic to talk about. I'll put it
injuries that we've had.
No, not that we've had. Just gross injuries in sports.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna put that in here. So
that'll be in the in the grab bag episode of forgotten topics.
Yes. See, that's why I got to put it down. See, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add.
I saved the last itinerary.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna put RJ's topics he thought of but forgot about. So I'm just gonna write it down, so that way.
That's a good idea.
Get back to it. Nope, not fortified. Anyway, go ahead. You go. What we were going into. I just want to talk about John Morant real quick.
Gotcha. But winning time.
Yes.
It was such a great first season. I wasn't totally sure if they were going to do multiple seasons or not, but I'm really glad that they are going to, because this Magic Bird thing needs to play out. And they need to face each other in the finals, which they will in the next season.
Because I'm pretty sure spoiler, but not really because it happened.
It happened in real life. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the first time they face off in the finals, the Celtics win. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think the Celtics win one of them, but I think the Lakers win 2 out of the 3 that they face each other in.
Yeah, I think next season they face each other, and I got it's basically common knowledge, but I got spoiled on it watching a video about how Bill Laimbeer and Larry Bird hate each other to this day. But yeah, it was.
Dude, how is Jerry Buss going to complain about his character portrayal when he ended up being one of my favorite characters at the end?
I think I got that wrong last week. It was Jerry West.
Or Jerry West, not Jerry Buss. I meant Jerry West.
He was your favorite character?
No, he wasn't my favorite, but he was one of my favorites.
I feel like after episode 5, you just really didn't see him that much. I just love when his character in that is so perfect because it's just you cut to him, he's just like, fucking piece of shit, I knew this was gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, and they cut to him like all the time in episode 10. He's like, oh shit, god damn it.
He's just doing.
I can't look. No, I can't look.
He's just doing laps in the old Spectrum. He's like, I just can't. He's just walking around the Spectrum, which it was nice to see the Spectrum. If you'd never been to the I don't know what it was called back then, but when I grew up going to it, it was called the Wachovia Spectrum. It's where the Phantoms used to play.
Okay.
It was a nice little memory. We used to go sit in box seats there. They were cheaper. It would be like my aunt and uncle's gift to us every Christmas. We'd go to a Phantoms game in box seats. It's the Phantoms. It's cheaper, but people.
So is that like the seats that Jerry Buss and his son sat in?
No, those no. They're like real box seats like you have now, where there's food and beverages and stuff.
Oh, like suites.
Yeah, suites.
Oh, okay.
I guess we referred to them as box seats, but yeah, suites. So
when I think of box seats, I think of just like a box of seating, closer to the field.
Yeah.
It just comes from baseball.
No, I know. I think I just had it wrong. I know they're suites. I don't know why we called them box seats when we were younger. But okay, that brings up another idea. But yeah, I think
just do a rapid fire episode.
Yeah. So do you think that thing, I haven't looked it up, the thing about Magic taking the MVP for the series is real?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Series MVP? Is that real?
I didn't look it up. I imagine he did.
I guess it has to be, because I know it's like a historical fiction type thing where they're kind of mad about it. People are mad about it, but it's meant to entertain. It's not a documentary.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if Kareem was actually going to be offered it. Maybe that was just a rumor,
Yeah.
And they played on that rumor.
But basically what I was saying earlier is I don't think I've been so excited for a series for it to come out week by week. Well, I really did like Euphoria, but this excited probably Game of Thrones. Probably.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which got kind of ruined at the end. There's a new fucking series of that coming, and I think that's gonna be fucking good. By the way,
of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's about the Targaryens and the map.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the trailer.
And I'm pretty sure it played before episode 10. But yeah, it was such a good series. I don't think episode 10 was amazing. I was kind of mad. I was mad at Jerry. I was mad at Jerry Buss. Because I felt so bad for Jeannie.
Oh, dude. Oh, I did too. I was like, come on, just show your brothers around. Jackass.
I didn't realize he had other kids until episode 10.
Me neither. I didn't even know they existed until then. Come on.
And then he when they finally won and he just didn't know what to say or what to do because he was thinking of his mom. I'm like, man, this is a crazy series. It's I'm about to cry watching this. This poor guy. He's just lost his mom. I didn't even there's so much shit I didn't even know about all that. We're like, I hate the Lakers or whatever, but I'm like, man, this guy really built a fucking dynasty, also like a dynasty franchise, and basically saved basketball almost.
Dude, it's crazy. In the post episode interview, I watched it just to like see if they were gonna like do every season 2 and everything. John C. Reilly said he read the script week to week, so he didn't know what was gonna happen. So he was like, that was real, like real emotion.
I just love it's so great when a show or movie gets like the actors so perfect, like, and the actors portray everything so well. Like, I think we talked about Jason Segel before. Like, usually you see him in comedies and stuff like that, like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
And like, he was a fun fact. He was one of the first like dicks you saw on like movies, in those R-rated movies. You see dicks all the time now in shows and movies, but Jason Segel, bring out the dicks. Give us some representation. We've seen enough tits. But I don't know why.
I mean, hey, Steve-O's dick was probably the last one in a movie. In the new Jackass.
I need to see that so bad.
Oh, you still haven't seen it yet? Oh my god.
I don't have Paramount Plus. I'm not going to pay for another fucking streaming service.
I might. Sorry, Paramount. If you're listening, close your ears. I might give you my username and password, RJ, so you can watch it. Dude, it is so good.
Let's go. I want to watch it so bad. I love the guy Poopies is his name.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about him recently. He almost got his hand bit off for Shark Week.
No.
Shark Week.
Shark Week. Yeah, he he stuck his hand down his pants when he sharted.
And it's crazy. It was a Two Bears, One Cave episode. They called Bert FaceTime Steve-O, and they were talking to Steve-O about Poopies because Bert loved Poopies so much. The fact we're just saying Poopies over and over again. But
Poopies.
He was in that big movie or whatever, and Steve-O was talking. He's like, yeah, the sad thing about him too is like, he pulled up his bank account recently on his phone, and he was in like the negatives. Like he's not getting paid a lot, but I don't know. That's really not that important. But I just thought it was crazy. I appreciate that.
It is crazy.
Back to winning time. I appreciate that. I'm gonna watch Jackass at some point this weekend.
Absolutely.
Dude, a Jackass 4 review next week.
Yeah. But at the end of episode 9, I was like, what the hell is Spencer Haywood gonna do?
Yeah, that was
sad. I was like, what? I was like, is this series about to go some crazy some fiction direction?
Yeah,
they're gonna shoot up the Lakers. And I was like, what? But obviously it was just all, crackhead talk.
Yeah.
And then the way Cap showed up at the end.
I know, that made me happy.
Oh, and hugged him.
That
made me happy too.
Yeah, even though I know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is still alive and like goes games and stuff, I was like, he's gonna shoot him right now.
Yeah, shoot him in the leg or something, so he won't be able to like play again or something like that.
No, I thought he was gonna shoot him in the head. I thought they were just gonna be like, all right, people are giving us shit. We're going way off the rails for this. Kareem's actually dead. I did, yeah. That was.
But it turned out all right. It turned out all right.
Yeah, I don't know why people I get people might be mad about their portrayals, but like I said, it's historical fiction. Like you got to play up stuff a little. It's not a documentary. Like I think exactly. The guy who plays Magic, I think he looks a lot like Magic. The guy who plays Larry Bird, he looks. I don't know. He looks like a
little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit. He needs like more of a chin, or less of a chin, I guess.
His face is too skinny. Like his face is too just like.
Yeah. But I think
Larry Bird's got a bigger head, and
I do think he does do a good job at it though.
Yeah. He his mustache for some reason just seems too small. I don't know. I don't know what
all the time.
Yeah, I love his portrayal. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well, I liked how all of his friends were like, they can jump high and all that shit. And he was like, shut the
Shut the
fuck
fuck
up.
up,
He's there and I ain't. And I
Jinx.
was like, you fucking tell him. You tell him, Bird. I
What?
thought that was cool.
So, do you have anything like as far as your knowledge of the Lakers Celtics rivalry coming up? Do you have anything that you're like? Because I've got one thing that I'm definitely excited to see told in this. Do you have anything that you're excited to like see told in this
Um,
dramatic recreation of history?
I don't really know much about it other than it's one
So
of the greatest rivalries in all of sports because of this series or
my
these next couple of years coming up.
my thing that I'm very interested to see is because like Larry and Magic end up becoming like best friend, like really great friends through. I'm interested to see how that relationship ends up growing to them being best friends.
Yeah.
Because they're like bitter rivals, but also best friends and stuff like that. And I think that's crazy. Like even just watching documentaries and stuff about it, like I always was like, how does that end up happening? Like, I mean, I guess after you play each other for a while, I don't know, um, but I'm also obviously I think the most thing most people are most excited to see is if they go all the way to Magic having AIDS.
Well, they will because they showed him, and
Oh yeah, they did kind of tease
actually
it.
I just realized this like 2 days ago when I was driving back from the
They
job site.
told you from the
I
beginning
was
it's
like,
going to be
wait,
multiple seasons.
they never went back to that. Of course, there's gonna be more than one season. Like,
Yeah, that first episode, I was like, oh, they're going to tell the whole Magic saga in one season. So I thought it might have been like 15 episodes, but like HBO doesn't do that. So it was
yeah,
as it went, I was like, oh, they're looking for like 6, maybe 7 seasons here. If they're going,
I
God,
think there will be at least 5.
the way they're going, it's like they're. I mean, this was one whole season. I mean, it's a big season, so I don't know if maybe they're gonna go
There's
2
one year that they
seasons.
don't make the championships. I think in
Yeah.
that
So,
in that span. So I think they'll
like, will they do a time skip almost like they do in
combine.
anime?
Oh, that would be awesome. All right.
What that
Speaking of
made me think of
anime,
though. Yeah, you know why I made that face? I watched it. I watched it. It was fucking awesome.
the Chargers anime schedule release video was insane. It was so
It was
funny too.
awesome.
I was like, was this really released by the Chargers like actual Twitter account? Yeah, I checked like 3 times. It was.
The word like the words they put above it too. It was like, will we release our schedule with anime or whatever? And it's like, no, but it's written with a bunch of
Yes, yes,
yeses.
yes, 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 yes,
And it
yes,
just
yes,
makes,
yes, yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
And I didn't even realize that till after I watched it, but it's so cool. And you guys should, anyone who hasn't seen that, you should definitely go watch. I think they're the only ones that did like kind of a cool schedule release. I'll have to go through and maybe look at the rest of them. I doubt the Eagles did anything really
No
cool.
one did anything cool. I retweeted the Patriots schedule and I was like, why didn't you guys do an anime video?
Oh, please, with Belichick. You know what they should have done? They should have done a Star Wars release video with
Dude.
fucking
Oh
Emperor
my
Palpatine and
God.
Belichick. The Colts did one. I saw my coworker watching it today. They just had their mascot like pie a bunch of people, and it was like the thing. Um, so that's the other thing we wanted to talk about was the NFL schedule. So
Yeah, I screenshotted it here for the Patriots.
yeah, let me
Oof,
go to the Eagles real quick. So
this is gonna be bad.
you know what? People might hate this, but I want to go week by week for both our teams because
I will too. Yeah, I actually want to like write it down or something. Let me grab my notebook here.
yes.
So
There it is.
I have it up here. I really think
So we'll
this is gonna
should
be
we
terrible. This is not gonna
should
be.
we so
This is
you
not
and
gonna
I both we talked before. You and I both went through and said our what we didn't say what we think our record's going to be, but we know our record in our head. Now don't say it. Do we want to
Yeah.
go through and then say the record after, or do we want to say our record before and then go through and think why that will be our record? I think we should say our records before and then go through and say what we think will be the wins.
Well, yeah, because then I want to like reevaluate it because just at a glance, I thought initially Patriots 6-11. 6-11.
You know what?
It's not going to be good.
I need to go look at your schedule now.
Dude, I have it up right here.
Okay, so I want you. Okay, so 6-11, you go through it. I got your schedule up.
Do you want to go week by week? We'll just go back and forth on the weeks.
Week by week. Well, now you go through your schedule, then I'll go through my schedule. You go.
Well, I want to we'll go in depth. We'll just go back and forth for the weeks.
Then I gotta go back and forth between schedules.
No, well, I have my schedule. I'll tell you what because I don't know what your schedule is.
Well, I was going to tell you to bring.
So I'll write it down. I'll write it down while you list it off.
All right. Week 1, you start.
All right.
Who do you play?
So, Patriots are going to the Dolphins. They're going to Miami week 1. You know that's hell for New England. So, New England at Miami. I'm going to put that down as a loss with Tyreek Hill at it. Oh my God.
Oh, I keep forgetting that.
Dude, they're going to get shredded. They do not have time to figure out like anything. Preseason is the Giants, the Panthers, and the Raiders.
No, we're not fucking talking about preseason.
No, I know, but I don't know if they'll like have a chance to like do anything, like figure schemes out or anything.
Okay, so I've got all the primetime games up too. So we can talk about that after we go through our thing. What primetime games you might be excited for?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we've got more breaking news.
Ooh, what happened this time?
The Sixers are not firing Doc Rivers. They're keeping him.
Oof.
Hey, and all right, real quick, we're going to backtrack a little bit. Doc Rivers said, one of his quotes or something after the games was like, "No one thought we would have been here." He took us from losing in the second round to He took us from losing in the second round in 7 games to losing in the second round in 6 games. So, anyway, Eagles week 1 at the Lions. That's a win. Are you keeping track of
Eagles?
mine?
Yeah, you said Eagles at the Lions.
Yes, that's a win.
Philly versus, is that home or away?
At the Lions in Detroit. I feel like we always, for the past couple of years, we have always shown out in week 1 because we usually play not a great team. We killed the Falcons last year. I think we'll kill the Lions. I say we win. I say we set the line. Motherfucker. I can't believe it. Fuck you, Siri. I didn't even say anything fucking close to your name.
Hey, you owe me $10. We didn't shake on it. It's all good.
I didn't even say anything close to that. Anyway, yeah. Lions is an easy win. I think the line should be 17.5 right now.
17.5.
No, it shouldn't. It'll probably be like 4 or something like that. Ooh, can we play a game during the football season that, look, admittedly, it's from part of my take, but guess the line for the next week?
Yeah, I was just going to go over the line for week 1 here, so for the Patriots, so
I think it's at Miami. I'm saying it's Miami -2.
I'm going to say 2.5. Or I'll say Miami 2.5.
I'm gonna look at it right now. I gotta log in.
Wait, is it even available right now?
Yeah. It'll probably show it.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
And you said 17.5?
No. I'll say Eagles minus. I'm gonna go 5.5.
Minus 5.5. Okay, I think we should do that for every game and then just see how off we are throughout the season. That would be really cool.
Dolphins minus 2.5.
That's what it's at right now.
Yep.
Let's fucking go.
And the Eagles
somehow
minus
about that, but I'm not.
Eagles -4.
Eagles -4. Oh, that's not off either.
I was a 1.5 off, but all right. Week 2.
We'll do that closer to the season.
Yeah. Well, they won't have week 2 lines or whatever.
I'll just write down all our predictions now.
Okay. Oh yeah. We'll go through. We'll see how like correct we can be. I was really bold with this. So week 2
predictions. Okay, So this one's going to be really cool. The Steelers or New England at the Steelers. So I'm going to that game.
At the Steelers?
Yeah, Shane told me. Shane promised me that ticket.
Oh,
So Shane.
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah, no, I
You hit
texted
him
him.
up. He'll hook you up.
No, I texted him the other day. He was like, "Yeah." So I'm kind of split on this one.
I might try and slide in that.
John said he might too. So
Is it during the day? It's a day game, right?
there are no times yet.
What are you talking about? I have all the times for my games.
Oh, the one that I have for the Patriots here didn't show the time. Maybe it did.
Download the Score app. That'll take too long. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. It doesn't. Yeah, it does not have the.
It's a 1 p.m. game. So we can
that's
go to
perfect,
the game,
dude. That's perfect.
Go to that game, come back, and watch the Eagles beat the absolute dick fuck out of the Vikings on primetime.
Ooh, okay.
Because Kirk Cousins has won maybe one primetime game in his life.
That's at the Vikings.
That is in Philly.
Ooh, in Philly.
Yeah, that's another win. So 2-0.
2-0. All right, cool. So I really don't know. I think this
here real quick. Let me mention here real quick. I'm pretty sure our strength of schedule is like 31 or 32. Like we have one of the lowest strengths of schedule. We don't play in great games. But this is why I feel like this is why I feel like my prediction is all right. But anyway, go ahead.
Well then, but you also have 2 games against the Giants, 2 games against the Commanders.
Yeah, you'll talk about that.
I think the Steelers are going to lose, especially if Kenny Pickett starts. Obviously, Belichick's record against rookie quarterbacks is stellar. So
that's true. Now,
more recently, I guess I think Tua beat him, but that's one of the only ones.
What about Teddy Kiss and Mitch? What if he starts?
Who?
Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, Mitchburg.
Oh, that's great.
I think they'll still beat him, but I think it's going to be like 4. Yeah, I'll give them like New England 3.5.
Well, let's not go through spreads throughout this. We can do that once we get to it. Spreads.
No. I think that would be funny to like revisit.
You want to see
how off we were.
Fine. I think I'm gonna say Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles -1 against the Vikings. -2.
-2. Eagles -2. Cool.
Because they do have some good receivers. And our secondary is not the greatest, but I think Jordan Davis will literally eat Kirk Cousins. Like, pick him up and put him in his mouth and swallow him. Week 3.
Okay, week 3. New England has Baltimore, and it's it's in New England. I think that's going to be an L. I really do. Baltimore. I like that Kyle Hamilton pick. But
all they did was get better on defense, and their defense was already stellar.
So I think that I think it's going to be a little bit closer of a game than people are going to think. But I think Lamar might destroy them too. Depending on Baltimore's schedule at that point, I think Baltimore is going to be favored by at least 3.
I'll tell you real quick. Baltimore plays the Jets and the Dolphins the 2 weeks before. I think you could possibly be even looking at 5, depending on how much they beat them by. The Dolphins game could be close. Is it home or away?
Yeah, that depends. For some reason, it's hard to play in Miami. I don't know if that's just a New England thing or if that's an everyone thing. It might just be.
They're at the Jets and they're versus the Dolphins. So they're in New York and then they stay in Baltimore. And then they go to New England. And it's early. It's early New England, and you guys are notorious for September not being the greatest.
No, not at all. That's where most of the losses come from.
Week 3 for the Eagles. I'm going to set the line. I'm not even going to say who we're playing first. I'm going to set the line -3. But we're going to kick the dog shit out of Carson Wentz and John's fucking Commanders.
Oh.
I think I am a little bit worried about it.
You said -3.
Yes. I am a little worried because Carson Wentz had a comment today. He's like, "Oh, I'm trying not to get excited for my return back to Philly." Dude, you're either going to be hurt for that game or you're going to throw 5 picks and 2 fumbles. Like, if you couldn't make it work back in Indianapolis with a stellar defense, a stellar running back, a stellar offensive line, and Frank Reich calling the plays again for you, you're not going to make it work in Washington, where the offensive line's not that great. The defense is okay. Your running backs are all right, and the field is a death trap. So,
It is, yeah.
you know what? Eagles -3. I'll say we win by 10, and Carson Wentz tears his ACL.
Okay, gotcha.
I want you to note that torn
Jordan
ACL.
Davis just lands on him wrong. Torn ACL. Broken
No,
back.
it won't even. It'll be non-contact. It'll be non-contact.
That's great.
I'm gonna snake draft it here to week 4 for us.
Okay, cool.
The Eagles are starting off hot. All right, we're gonna be favored by 6 against the Jaguars, and we're gonna kick the shit out of the Jaguars. Doug Peterson coming back to Philly, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think the Jaguars are ready yet. I still think they're 1 year away from making noise.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that Doug Peterson was the head coach of Jacksonville. What'd you say the spread was?
I said 6.5.
6.5. I mean, they're a 3-0 Philadelphia at that point, maybe favored by 6.5 over Jacksonville.
And I mean, it's the Jags. They play the Commanders, the Colts, and the Chargers. So they're probably 1-2 at that point. I'm saying they're probably 0-3. Actually, I could see the Commanders beating them, but Carson Wentz couldn't beat them last year to make it to the playoffs. So
that's true. Fuck Carson Wentz.
Fuck that ginger. Fuck. Go shoot some fucking ducks, you murderer.
All right, so then week 4 for us, we're gonna get killed. We're going to Green Bay. That's not gonna be good. I say Green Bay is like in a 5.5 point favorite. It's not gonna be pretty, to say the least. It's not gonna be too cold. That's not gonna be bad, but it's still Lambeau.
You don't need to worry about cold until December, honestly. Like November, it can get cold. Like I think that really cold game, Bills Patriots, was that a November game this past year? Like a really fucking the game where no one threw more, like Mac Jones threw 3 passes.
Yeah, that was December.
Okay, was it early December? I think after Thanksgiving.
I think it was. I think it was like weeks, or it was like December. I think it was like my dad's birthday or something.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about, like, it's gonna get cold, but you don't need to worry about crazy weather until after Thanksgiving, I think.
No, yeah.
So
then 5.5 point favorites. That's gonna be rough. But then finally a win. Detroit comes to New England. Oh, it's gonna be glorious to win a game. Sitting at 2-3 after that. Patriots might be like a I'm only gonna give the Patriots like a 2.5 point favorite.
over the Lions?
They might be. I mean, the Lions at that point, I don't know what their schedule looks like, but they might be looking decent. They had a great draft, and they lost a lot of close games last year.
They did. They were feisty. They were. Let me look at what. Let me see if I can find their win total real quick. That's what. At some point during once all the playoffs are over, we should go through win totals.
Absolutely.
What? This is ridiculous. I want you to guess the Lions win total real good. This is the first one we'll do, and we won't do any more.
7.
I want you to guess the Lions win total. Wow, you were very close. 6.5.
6.5.
I think that's crazy.
I think that's accurate. I think that's pretty good, especially if Jameson Williams be back at some point. I think he's back like what, week 6 or something, week 9 maybe.
Yeah, I forgot about him. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting for sure.
That'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun game.
So we're in week 5, right?
Yeah, week 5.
The Eagles are at the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals will be favored by 4, and the Cardinals win. That's the first loss for the Eagles.
Ooh, okay.
That's
the Cardinals,
and
huh?
At Arizona, I think. I mean, you got Kyler Murray, you got Hopkins. He's still suspended.
Yeah, still suspended week 5.
No, I'll still take it. Oh, I just smacked the mic. I'll still take
it be closer then? Will the spread be?
You know what? I'll move it. I'll take it at 3. I'll go -3. Cardinals are favored by 3.
Cool.
Because didn't they drafted another receiver, right?
Well, they got Hollywood Brown.
Oh, so they got Hollywood Brown. They've got Rondale Moore. They've still got other receivers. So I think yeah, right. They've got James Conner still. I think they've still got what's his name, the other running back. I think they can do enough with the rushing attack where I don't think.
Are they just gonna like try to run it down their throat?
I just think their offense is dynamic enough where they'll cause problems, and I don't think they'll kill us, but I think it'll be fourth quarter. It's still close, but I think they'll win. I don't know if they'll cover that 3 though, if I'm being honest. I think it could be. I think it's -3 and they push. They win on a field goal or an Eagles missed field goal.
There you go.
Not an Eagles missed field goal. Jake Elliott's a fucking hammer.
Accuracy
he is
monster.
He is an underrated kicker, by the way.
Is he? Yeah, I think he is. I think he is.
He is very consistent. He just
looks like he can't hit a long field goal.
He just hasn't been around. The year they won that Super Bowl, the game that everything turned around, and I never thought we were going to lose again. I think it was week 3 against the Giants. He hit that 63-yard field goal, and
oh my god,
it would have been good.
Oh, that's right. 70. I remember that.
It would have been good from 73. He bombed that fucking ball, and from that game on, I truly went into every week going, "We're not going to lose." except for Seattle on Monday night, I knew that way we were going to lose that game. That was So week 6, go ahead. Eagles are sitting 6. At what, 4-1? Your team?
I'm sitting at 2-3. It's not looking too good. Oh, what kind of beer do you got there?
This is Reagan's. I don't know where it's from. Oh, it's from the local brewery right here from Maspilian Brewing. It's called War Goose.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll have to get her another one probably. It's a sour. She really likes sour, so.
Oh, I just had a sour. It was a drippity sour from Evergreen. But now I got a double IPA.
I think I'm kind of over IPAs. I like them for a while, but they're a lot. They're real heavy.
They are a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to. I didn't really have a long work week. I worked 3 days and I got home early every day. But it's Friday. I wanted to have a beer, so
it's Friday. It's Friday.
Reagan, I'll get you some more of these. I'm also cooking her jambalaya tonight, so she's been waiting for that.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's not your traditional jambalaya. I do a little bit different, but anyway, week 6. We
jambalayas.
We still have hockey to talk about, but I like this. I love going through this.
I actually like this too. I really like just going through it like piece by piece.
I can't wait to go back and you need to.
Me too. That's why I like doing the initial investment right now.
definitely save that paper, but also save it on your phone or something too.
Dude, yeah, it's just fucking, yeah.
Send me a picture of it eventually too.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, I will. Maybe I'll, type it out.
Yeah. That'd be good too. Week 6. Who you got?
Week 6, Cleveland is coming to town. With the Deshaun Watson suspension probably looming. Who knows if it's going to come or not? Who knows how many weeks he will be suspended if he is? But if it's Deshaun Watson or Baker Mayfield, it's going to be a tough game either way, I think. I think the Patriots will lose that game.
Are you at Cleveland?
No, it's in New England. But the last time they came to town, fucking Josh Gordon had like 236 yards receiving. So I think Amari Cooper could do that.
I keep forgetting about Amari Cooper. I know I was the one that reminded all of us about it when Shane was on, but I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I forgot. I think that was the time that it got pounded into my head.
Amari Cooper and Calvin Ridley are the same age, but they never played on Alabama at the same time.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They're the same age?
Yep.
Is Calvin Ridley like old?
I think it's Calvin Ridley. It's him and another Alabama wide receiver.
That would be crazy.
Same age, and they never played on Alabama together. Yeah, Calvin Ridley's 27, and so is Amari. Cooper.
Wow, Calvin Ridley is older. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, another fun stat going back to basketball. James Harden. Guess when James Harden took his last 2-point attempt in the game last night?
In the third quarter.
Nope. With 8:54 left in the first quarter. He didn't take a shot from inside the arc after that. He went 3 for 7 from 3 though, but he went 4 from 9 from the field. So he made one 2-point field goal. But guess what? He honestly, maybe he should have just kept chucking, because that's 3 for 7 is a 45% 3-point percentage. That's pretty good. But yeah, no, fuck him. Anyway, on to the next one.
So yeah, I think Cleveland's gonna lose, or I mean Cleveland's gonna win in New England. But I don't know if they'll be favored. I think that'll be kind of weird. It'll be a weird game. I think they'll be like a 1-point favorite.
New England?
No, Cleveland.
You got to be really good against a pretty bad team to be favored on the road in the NFL. Like spreads more than 7 are saved for like the Tom Brady Patriots playing the Jaguars last year.
What?
That's more than 10. Just being favored on the road, you got to be a lot better than the other team.
Just by 1 point?
Even by a point. I think New England will be favored. I mean, you said it.
I think it's going to be a close enough game against Detroit that people are going to be like, "What the fuck is up?"
Wow, you are. I'm
pessimistic, dude. I'm pessimistic.
I've been listening to a lot of optimistic Patriot fans recently, with as much as Barstool content I consume. So I'm like,
these everyone's like, Mac Jones has made the next step. Mac Jones has made the next step. Show me. Wait and show me. I'm not going to say he has until he shows me.
I mean,
he was kicked out of him in the last game. 47 to like 10, 16 or whatever.
I think Buffalo is just ready to fucking murder you. I don't think.
I don't care. They looked terrible the last 4 games of the season.
Yeah.
They went 1-3, I think.
I mean, you guys didn't do anything to help him on the outside.
No.
Didn't give him anyone to throw to, really.
No, Cole Strange and Tyquan Thornton are the 2 best additions from the draft. And who knows if either of them are going to be good.
Yeah, it's part of the reason Brady left. He just wasn't getting anyone good to help him out. Excuse me.
I hope when Robert Kraft retires that his son wants to spend more money.
Hopefully. Week 6, the Eagles. We're at home again. We're playing those fucks from Dallas, and I'm going to chalk that up for a dub. We're going into the bye week at what, 5-1?
Oh,
And
wait. What was the week 6?
we're playing the Cowboys at home.
Oh,
So
okay.
versus the Cowboys. That's a primetime game.
Nice.
I think at this point with our schedule, I'm going to say we're favored by 2.5. And we win right around that number. Right around 3 or something. It won't be easy, but with the moves we made in the offseason and the way we did in the draft, I think we've set ourselves up to play better against the Cowboys. And I think I do truly think Jalen Hurts is going to be better. One of his main things was he waited for receivers to be Alabama open, not NFL open.
Yeah.
Do you make that? Like, Alabama receivers get so wide open because they're so good. I think, and that's something that he said he's worked on, is like that play to throw to Devontae Smith in the playoffs that got picked off. If you'd have thrown it even like a second earlier, that was a touchdown instead of a pick. So we're going into the bye week. Week 7 is our bye. I love that we're going into the bye week with a 5-1 record.
That sounds awesome. Gotcha. Okay. So you guys have a bye week 6 or week 7. That's not too bad. But then, let's see here. Another NFC team is coming to town. I know RJ's not here, but whatever. Chicago is coming to town. That sounds like a recipe for a win. I'm gonna go 3-4. New England probably favored by 3. I think it's going to be a close game against Cleveland. They may win or lose that game. I'm not sure, but I think they're going to lose right now. But I think Justin Fields isn't going to make that next step. With another coach coming in, changing things up for him, like after learning all that stuff last year. I know it's week 7, but it's still a little bit earlier in the season. So I think New England by 3 in that game. They're going to be 3-4 after playing Chicago. Yeah, unmute yourself. There you go.
So since I'm wearing the AirPods this week, I could hear you. I agree there. I do think the Bears are kind of headed in the right direction, but I think they still got another year before they take that next step to kind of being real. I think, yeah that's a win.
Under Eberflus. Matt Eberflus.
This coming out of the bye week for the Eagles. Week 8. I'll start
baby.
off week 8. 1 p.m. The Eagles start the season off at 6-1, beating the Steelers at home.
Oh,
we are at home.
Pitt versus Philadelphia. That's always a good game, right in the backyard. That's the backyard brawl of the NFL.
That is one that I think could be a toss-up. I'd have to look at the Steelers' schedule because they never leave the Eastern time zone at all, and they don't travel a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to... I'm going to favor us by 2.5 again. Their schedule's tough to start. They play at the Bengals.
Yeah, Shane said that.
At the Browns versus the Jets, which I think will be a harder game than most people think.
Yeah.
At the Bills, which will be a revenge game from last year. I think the Bills kicked their dicks in. They play the Bucs. They play the Bucs in Pittsburgh. I mean, it's Brady. You're going to get your shit kicked in.
Brady always wins at Pittsburgh.
And then they play at the Dolphins on primetime, and I think the Dolphins win. I think the Steelers have a rough start to the season.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna say, what did I say? 2.5, or did I say 3?
2.5. You said 2.5. You want to up it to 3?
Yeah, give me 3.
a
Give me
little
3.
bit marble.
Give me
I'll give
3.
you a 3.
I know I'm feeling real optimistic, but our schedule's not. It's not great. I think, and I mean, the Steelers, I think next year will be back in playoff contention. I just think in their conference right now, or in their division, it's going to be tough, and they got a tough schedule. They play the who is it? I'll look again. They play the AFC East. They play, of course, the AFC North. They play the NFC South, which is easy. And they play the AFC South, which has got 2 real teams and 2 teams that we just don't know about yet. It's a tough schedule, so.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Patriots, week 8. Win. No?
Not a win.
The Bills.
At the Jets.
Wow, pessimistic isn't
At the Jets. At the Jets. I think that the moves that the Jets made are legitimate. The changes that they have made to the front office and in the coaching staff have been incredible. I think it's been really good, and they're moving in the right direction for sure.
I agree. Sorry, I forgot. I had to defrost some shit for dinner, and I forgot.
You what?
I got to defrost some shit for dinner, and I forgot to do it. It's just shrimp, so it won't take long, but I got to. Like, as soon as we get off, I got to start cooking. You don't want to meet Hangry Reagan.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, they're going to be like 1.5 point favorites. The Jets are. So we're staring down 3 and 5 right down the barrel. It's not going to be good.
Oh, I think that's insano in the braino.
Well, we'll get our revenge later.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go to week 9. I know I'm being so optimistic here, but our schedule's so easy. Prime time. Thursday night football taken over by Amazon Prime or Amazon Video, whatever. Football. We play the Texans at the Texans. That's still a win. And we will be favored.
Texans, yeah.
Give me, you know what? I'll be so bold. Give me 6.
6. Whew. Oh my God.
I will lay the 6. Because I don't think they're going to be good. I think they want to.
It's so hard to be favored at home. They're on the road.
Yeah, but it's the Texans. I think they're. Hang on, my future mother-in-law wants me to take a picture of a fucking table outside. Not that it's a problem, Mel. I love you. But...
The table, le table. So after that, in week 9, we got Indianapolis coming up. 3 and 6. 3 and 6. No, not a W. Not a W.
Oh my God.
Not
I
know. I don't even think they're not gonna be favored at that point at home. I think Indianapolis is gonna be a -2 favorite. I just don't see it going well at all. And then they're gonna do some
It's at Indianapolis?
No, it's in New England.
I mean, yeah, they still got Jonathan Taylor and that's great offensive line.
And Matt Ryan wants revenge.
Oh, do you know what I didn't? Did I say it during the draft, our draft show or whatever? The Eagles also have Zach Pascal. He played for Indianapolis last year. I think he was their leading wide receiver. Yeah, we signed him in the offseason. So we have our top 3 are probably. I think AJ Brown's probably number 1. Devontae Smith, Zach Pascal, and number 4 is probably Quez Watkins. And we've got JJ fuckface Whiteside at tight end.
Oh my God. But yeah, week
Uh,
10's the bye, so they're gonna have to do some serious considering of some changes. I don't know what they're gonna do.
yeah.
Maybe draft fucking better.
What is that?
Find
What?
some big name free agents. That makes sense.
Yeah. So you're at 3-6. What am I sitting at? 9-1.
7-1.
7.
7-1.
Wait, how am I
You guys had your
2?
bye already. You're week 10. You're on week 10.
Oh, you did your week 10 already?
Yeah, because we have the bye.
Okay. I think 8-1
8-1.
at home. Monday Night Football against the Commanders. 4.5.
Already beat them. Already beat them once this year. So I mean,
I do think in all honesty, I do think we'll split that series. I do think it's a possibility we. What did I set the spread at for week 3 against the Commanders?
3.
Us -3.
Yeah.
I want to change that.
2.
Can I change that?
Yeah.
Eagles +2.5. I don't think we'll be favored yet. I feel like I've got us favored too many weeks, and that's only week 3. I want to change that because I think I only have us. I think I only have us as dogs.
2.5.
I think I only have us as dogs against the Cardinals right now.
Yep.
What did I have us against the Cowboys?
-2.5.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that at that point. I don't think.
At
I
that
think
point,
Cowboys.
you're going to the game 4-1 at that point.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a possibility the Cowboys might end up favored there, even though they're coming to Philly. And we'll snake it here. I'm gonna go again. Week 11. I think when I originally did this, I had this as a win, but I might change it. We're at the Colts.
At the Colts. Okay.
Yes. I think the Colts. I think we're dogs by. I'm gonna go 3.5.
3.5. Oof. Indianapolis
No,
is going to be good.
make it an even 3. Make it an even 3.
Gotcha. They'll be good. I'm banking on them being good this year.
I think that's around the time where Jonathan Taylor really starts to hit his groove. Earlier this morning, I said it was a win. I'll take it as a loss. I'm getting a little bold. So what's that? What are we? 9-2, 8-2?
8-2. 8-2.
Yeah, I think it was time for another loss here.
Yeah. So
I'm
after
getting
coming
really-
out after coming out of the bye week, the Patriots kind of get their shit together and beat the Jets at home. They're only 2-point favorites because they lost, just before the bye, or you know, basically just before the bye week. So only 2-point favorites at home. There's a pretty good track record of the Jets losing in New England, so I'll go with that.
So we're gonna go on a little streak here for the Eagles in Week 12. We play the Packers for some fucking reason on prime time. What day of the week is it? I think it's Sunday Night Football. Yeah, we play the Packers on Sunday Night Football Week 12. Why? I don't know.
In Lambeau or at home?
No, it's in Philly. I think we still lose, and I think the Packers will be favored by 4.
By 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see this losing at the end of the season like that.
Well, spoiler alert, I've got another loss coming for us next week.
Go ahead and I'll do 2 weeks in a row.
We play the Titans at home as much as I like how our run defense is kind of setting up with our draft picks and stuff, and I mean it's Derrick Henry late in the season. That's when he also really starts to pick up. I think him and Jonathan Taylor are kind of hand in hand in that late in the season. People don't want to tackle those guys as much.
No.
I think that's another loss.
All right, so you're sitting at 8-4.
But you know what? I think the Titans are still going to be favored by 2.5. I was going to say I think they'd still be favored, but I don't. Because I think it's been proven recently that home field advantage does not mean as much in the NFL as it used to. I like statistically, as far as wins and losses. I know it. I don't know. I might.
It's probably closer. It's probably closer to 500 than you would think.
I'm probably just talking about my ass right here.
No. I mean, like you're right. You're right. Like it's people always think like, oh, it's like maybe you win like 60% of the time at home. It's probably closer to 50%.
Right. I think we should speed up the end of the season here.
Yeah, so I'll go week 12 and 13 here. Week 12 we got at Minnesota. This is going to be a tough game. I think the Minnesota has the perfect recipe for beating the Patriots. I really do. 4-7. It's going to be an L. It's going to be an L. No, it's going to be an L for the Patriots. Minnesota goes into it probably a 3-point favorite. New England's still kind of struggling.
Okay.
So then
I don't necessarily disagree.
So then week 13 is the first week they play Buffalo. This is not going to be good.
That's the first week you play Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Week 14 is the first week we played the Giants, so that's not that crazy.
4-8. Buffalo is probably going to go into this like I would say 4-point favorite.
Is it at Buffalo?
It is. No, it's at New England.
Okay. I think 4.
Buffalo's going to be rolling, dude. At this point, it's week 13.
That's going to be that'll be a game of the year play for me. If New England has the record they have right now and Buffalo is doing what I think they're going to do, I might put $1 million on that. I don't have nearly $1 million, but I might put $1 million on Buffalo -4.
That might not be a bad decision. That's bad. That's really bad.
All right, go ahead and triple it up. What's week 14 looking for you? I already spoiled mine, I guess.
This is bad. This is where your first loss came from. We're going to Arizona week 14. This is going to be terrible.
They are not good at the end of the season. They have historically.
I don't care. We're going to Arizona.
I said it because the Cardinals kill people early, and then they fuck up and lose games they should not lose at the end of the season. I'm going to disagree here, but I think they will still be favored by.
Okay, yeah. I think Arizona's going to be favored 2.5 points. Yeah, I'll give them 3.5. I'll give them 3.5.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'll give them 3.5. That's not going to be pretty. Week 15, we got. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Another loss
at Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a.
Dude, I had the Raiders winning the AFC West. They're going to win the AFC West. At this point, Raiders are a 4-point favorite.
4-point favorite. My God.
Yeah. New England's struggling at this point.
Storm kind of has the Raider grade to him.
They're just absolutely floundering.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is bad.
How many wins do you have? 3?
4.
Okay.
Dude, this is I know.
This
is like even worse than I thought.
What week are you in for you?
Week. That was just week 15.
Oh my God. Okay.
You said go 3 weeks, so I'll go my 3rd week. Cincinnati versus New England.
No, that's like your 5th week in a row, man.
Another loss. No, that's my 3rd week in a row.
I still haven't talked about the Giants in week 14.
I know, but you said rapid fire.
Okay, you just go ahead. You just finish your schedule and I'll finish my schedule. Go.
No, you said 3 in a row. This is my 3rd one in a row.
No, I meant you did 13, 14, and 15, and I was going to do 15. That was going to.
No, I did 14. No, okay.
Whatever. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead. You're going to
It's
16.
the fourth loss in a row.
I've got 14, 15, and 16 to do after this. Go ahead. Go. Hurry up. Let's go. We got to speed it up. I got to cook dinner for my girl soon. Because we still got to talk about hockey.
I'm not freaking the fuck out.
I'm freaking out. I think you just skipped over me.
No, I didn't. You can go now if you want to. You can go now if you want to.
Right,
Jesus
fine.
Christ. You're the one that wanted to do it right now.
I know.
Jesus Christ, RJ.
We're about to do week 16?
Yeah, it was Bengals, 3.5 favorites.
Okay.
4-11.
Okay. Giants, we win. It's at Giants, so we're going to win by 3. Week 15 at the Bears, we win. We are favored by, I'm going to say 4.5 because I think the Bears.
Okay, you're going too fast. I can't write this down that fast.
Okay. Giants.
Yeah, Giants. Okay. Win or not?
Win, yes. You know what? Fuck it. -5 against the Giants.
Okay.
At the Bears, week 15.
All right.
I'll bring it back down a little bit because it's cold weather. 4.5.
4.5.
I think the Giants will definitely be worse than the Bears. Giants are going to pick their next quarterback. Week 16 at the Cowboys in Dallas. That's a loss. Cowboys are favored by 2.5.
That's a loss. You said 11-5 or 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
You said 2.5.
Yeah. Cowboys plus 2.5.
All right.
Week 17 at home against the Saints. I think the Saints are going to be dog ass. I will lay the 6.5.
Ooh.
That's a win.
11-5.
I'll just finish it off. Week 18 against the Giants. 7.5. Ooh. At this point, we might not need to play starters. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just go 6. I'll just go 6 here, but that's another win. Even without starters, I say we win. So that puts us at what? 12-5?
12-5. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we got Miami coming to town. I think that's a win. They're going to split the series against New England. So that puts them at 5-11.
Yes.
New England will probably be. Actually, New England will probably be not favored. I'll go 2.5. And then we got Buffalo. Oh, at Buffalo.
Oh, minus 14.5.
So that puts us at 5-12. Buffalo favored by 5.5.
Didn't you before? Didn't you say like something in 9?
I said 6-11.
6-11.
I said 6-11, and after going through it, I say 5-12.
Fuck the Patriots.
With maybe some some back and forth here. Like they could win against Baltimore. I think they could win against the Jets both times.
I have a feeling you're going to be very off because you're going to be much closer to 500, possibly above 500. I think I will be very close. Maybe not. I think my record will be close. I think we're more likely to go 10-7 than what was it, 12-5?
Yeah.
But
this is such a hard schedule.
It's very hard, and ours is very easy.
This is an absolutely tough schedule. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I wanted to talk about the primetime games, but I want to get into the NHL playoffs real quick because that was an unexpected segment that we did.
That was very unexpected, and I did not expect it to take that long. I apologize.
Do you? Well, no, it was definitely.
We can just go through hockey real quick.
I think we can definitely talk much more because all the series are great. The only team that is definitely scary is the Avalanche because they shit pumped the Predators every game pretty much. I think they won one game by like 1 or 2, and then the rest they killed them. I think the Pens close it out. If not tonight, they're gonna win.
I think they'll close it out tonight. If they go to Game 7 and they go back to New York, I don't know.
the Oilers need to win. If they don't win, that's they need to fucking fix something. Toronto is another team that needs to win. I think Calgary wins tonight against the Stars. I think they close it out, even in Dallas.
Yep.
I think Carolina moves on against Boston.
I think
that's
so. Yeah.
I think that's another game 7.
Even
tomorrow.
though Boston stormed back,
But
I think Carolina.
No one's won on the road in that series. I think Carolina wins that game again. Like people talk shit about like when Carolina's bad, yeah, the fan base isn't that great, but when Carolina's good, like they have a rabid fan base. People go nuts there.
Nice. Oh shit! The Penguins game is on TNT. I don't have to get YouTube TV to get on ESPN.
Oh, there you go. I think the Caps force a game 7 tonight.
Oh yeah, in Washington.
I think Calgary closes it out. I want Calgary to win and I want Edmonton to win because then we've got the Battle of Alberta, which is a brutal fucking rivalry and it's great and I want that to happen. I just if the Oilers lose to the Kings, that's if the Kings win this series, the Kings are winning the Stanley Cup because the first time they won the Stanley Cup earlier this decade or whatever, they went in as the 8th seed, and I'm pretty sure they're the 8th seed.
Yeah.
And I think that's your rapid fire hockey talk there. I'm going to say, here's my bold prediction. Avs win the West, and I won't predict. I'm going to say it's...
Do you think the Capitals will somehow sneak in there?
No, I think Florida is going to take that series. I think it's going to be Florida, Carolina in the Eastern Conference Finals, two like Southern-ish teams.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And I think Carolina wins. I think it's going to be Carolina Avalanche. That's going to be way wrong but yeah. Are you very excited for the Penguins game tonight? I think they win tonight for sure.
I am really excited. As long as Louis Domingue shows up and not Louis Domingue. So that
Louis Dominant Gay.
Louis Domingue.
That was an off-camera joke that I made.
Louis Domingue.
Fuck it.
I put that one in there last week, but they got cut out by the storm.
But this is why the NHL playoffs are better than the NBA playoffs. This is the first round, and you have what? All
3 game 7s tomorrow.
3 game 7s tomorrow, possibly 3 more on Sunday, depending on how the
3 game
goes
6s tonight.
I think realistically, you have 2 game 7s on Sunday, and that does not happen in the fucking NBA playoffs normally. It's just that it's so much parity in the NHL, and I don't know what it is or why or whatever, but I think the NHL is just great, and I should have been watching all season because it's so much more accessible now on ESPN and TNT, and now that the Sixers are out, it's fucking hammy hockey over here.
You know what would make more parity in the league, in other leagues? If they were on ice.
I don't have my glasses at hand, but it's hammy hockey, baby.
Hammy hockey.
All right. That's it.
Right,
we'll talk a lot more hockey, and we'll do primetime NFL games next week.
Yeah.
We love you all. Subscribe, like, share, all that shit. We love you.
Yeah. Peace.